Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right on into your reading. This reading is for the Friday the 18th, which is the last quarter moon. Happy last quarter moon in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign and rules second house. So find out what your zodiac sign is in your second house. Second house is around money, possessions, material wealth, and also your self-worth, right? So find out what your second house is, because obviously money is not just paper and coins, but it's also it's energy, right? Also self-worth, right? Second house. So this reading is for the 18th through the 25th of July, which pushes us into the new moon in Cancer, right? So the moon is in Taurus when you watch, or at least when it's uploaded, it'll be in Taurus, right? So it'll be moving from Aries into Taurus. So that's going to affect your neck, your vocal cords, your throat, thyroid gland, all of that. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on. All right, new and exciting love awaits. Love is in the air. All right. New. Well, all right now. Someone has new and exciting love. Okay. We're going to kind of examine that. That's in the physical realm, right? All right. That would go along with the moon in Taurus, right? So that's where you're speaking your truth in prayer, like speaking your truth through prayer and to source. So right now, 4 planets are retrograde. Mercury, that's a communication planet. So Mercury is the messenger planet, but it's also a communication planet. This is the planet of knowledge and learning. But that's a message that you're sending to source through prayer. So, for example, for those of you who are in search of new love, that's what you're in your prayers. Like when people are putting together their list of like what they're physically attracted to, emotionally, mentally attracted to, spiritually attracted to. I think everybody can, put the list together what you don't want based on past. I'm sure everybody who's watching this channel is over 18, so you can put the list together of what you don't want. That's a quick list you can put together. Very clear list. So the opposite of that, right? Also, now today you have access to your birth chart. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Put your comments below if you don't mind. If you can't, I understand. I want to get into channeling these messages, so I'll be picking up on everybody's energy and sharing it with you. If you'd like to comment below, please do. These are channeled messages. All of my messages are channeled messages. So you'll be surprised at what people have in common. Let's get into it. Let's see what is going on in the messages here. New and exciting love. All right. So there it is. First card out the day. Knight of Cups. But they're not coming to save you. Right? You're learning how to save yourself by getting in front of something. So how you're getting in front of it is like, first you recognize they're not coming to save you from anything. They're not coming to save you from anything. This is where you're saying, okay, I'm making a list, making it twice, double checking it. I'm clear. I'm high vibrational. They're not coming to save me from anything financial. They're not coming to save me emotional. I'm not looking for them to save me from any childhood issues. I can handle it on my own. I'm not looking for them to pay my bills. I'm not looking for them to do anything. I can do all that stuff on my own. I'm not looking for them to be a counselor. I'm not looking for them to be all those things. I'm going to take care of that on my own. I'm going to take care of that. I'm a whole and complete person, whoever you are, right? Yeah. You're not saving them from anything either. Because that speaks to, again, that sea goat. You're not trying to, because you are ruled 10th house, right? So you're not trying to save anybody on their way to their north node either, right? So somebody has learned that lesson, right? Yeah, so somebody's had a lot of nightmares. Somebody's had gone through a lot of nightmares, and that's what you and other people have had in common, right? Yeah. So here's the Four of Swords here. Yeah. This is what a lot of people have in common. This is not just you. This is what people are learning all over the world. What people are learning all over the world. And that's what a lot of people are seeing while watching YouTube. You know, this is like World Wide Web. This is why you're seeing channels grow the way these same channels are growing. You're seeing people have a lot of the same things in common. A lot of people are having the same things in common. That people are coming into, man or woman, they're coming into relationships. That's why you don't need to judge yourself. You need writers about the judgment. People are going into relationships trying to save other people. So, and so you're learning how to save yourself. I said, okay, I'm going to educate myself on how to pour into me, right? You got a birth chart. You got your role 10th house, but your sign may not be Capricorn in your 10th house, right? So you pulling your birth chart, printing it out, reading it, all of that, right? Your Venus, right? Venus is love. Venus speaks to your love. Venus, excuse me, right? So for example, like your second house is like around possessions, money, finances, right? Your first house would speak to like your first impression of people, their first impression of you. That'll be your first house, right? That's like self, personality. Like when people first meet you, that's your first house. Second house would be like possessions, money, finances, like how you take care of it, how other people take care of it. Those are, and they may not be things that you're talking about when you first meet people, right? Third house would be communication. It's like early communication, like how you communicated with your friends, you know, like you thinking things like, and I'm just kind of giving like a brief overview, but I have a whole birth chart series on my second channel. You can go to my website, Queen Amun Ra, go to the knowledge channel, check out the birth chart series, right? So that's third house. So you got all these houses to get through to see, okay, all this information you can get through, right? So, that's what I feel like somebody's gonna be. That's how you're making connections here. That's how you're making connections here, right? That's how you're making connections. And that's what a lot of people are waking up in this year 9. This year 9, right? See this 9 here? By the time you move from Ace of Swords to 9 and then 10 of Swords, right? Which is the end, right? 9 of Swords, a lot of people are just waking up from, nightmares. They're just kind of waking up, and time is relative. So, and I see you saying, okay, I'm going to finally get some rest. Finally get some rest. Waking up, not talking about, past. I'm not reliving all of that stuff. Even if you're saving yourself, a certain thing you won't even be watching. Like if it's a scary movie that's reminding you of certain things, you won't even be watching certain things. That's how you're going to save yourself. You're not talking about certain things if it's going to remind you of certain things. If certain people are trying to get you to talk about certain things, you're not. You're just closing out a cycle. Here's it's like spiritual court. It's like, okay, my spirit doesn't even want to be connected to certain things. Just you closing something out. 7 of Wands here. Yeah, my spirit doesn't even want to be connected to certain things, and that's really your choice. Your spirit, if your spirit doesn't want to be connected to certain things, it just doesn't. You're trying to enlighten yourself. That's how you're saving yourself. If you don't want to be like on my channel, I share with people, you want to know what the signs are, and I'm not talking about zodiac signs. You want to know what the signs of where hate awaits, right? Not where love awaits, where hate awaits, right? That you could be all excited about something. You could be excited about love, but you also want to know where hate awaits you too. You're all excited and don't see people looking at you like with these eyes, like, okay, they just hate you, right? So you want to see it before that. You want to save yourself before that, before a nightmare, right? So you want to be fulfilled. You want to be fulfilled ahead of time. And this is where, before you enter into a love relationship where the family hates you, or their family hates your family, or a friendship before their friends hate you, right? Anything new and exciting, you want love to be awaiting, because that's the frequency that you're on. You don't want to step into a nightmare. So I see everybody's prayer life. Yeah, somebody's already experienced open enemies here. People teaming up on people. People trying to give people a nervous breakdown. You've already experienced that. So a lot of people have in common. Going to court, all this other stuff. Somebody's already seen all of this. Here's the Three of Pentacles here. So somebody would rather put their energy into being a leader at work. This is right here. You'd rather put your energy into being a leader at work. And this is what I'm seeing right here. You'd rather talk about being a leader at work. That's what you want to. That's how you're saving yourself, is being a leader at work. That's where your breakthrough is coming in. That's how somebody's going to be able to move on, right? Here's this right here. Queen of Swords here. So I definitely see you sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts. Here's the Justice card here. So that's what somebody's doing. That's how somebody's saving themselves, just working. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, here's the Queen of Pentacles here. So this is what I see you focusing on. That's what I see you focusing on. So something has ended. Something has ended. Here's the Five of Pentacles here. And the Ten of Pentacles here. So this is what, looking at your cards here, I see you on the rebirth side. And looking at your energy, yeah. Here's the Six of Wands here. Where's the Six of Wands here? Yeah. Yeah, I see you closing out a cycle. Here's a Strength card. Yeah, and yeah, I see you closing out a cycle. Yep, and then the Ace of Cups here. And creating something new. Yep. You're seeing something from a higher frequency here. And here's the Six of Pentacles here. And this is what I'm seeing for you in your reading. This is what I'm seeing for you in your reading. So yeah, so like I said, see new and exciting love awaits for you. So congratulations. So here we have Queen of the Underworld. There we go. Yeah. So that is what I have for you. All right, so when you make the divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. Mm-hmm. And that is what I have for you. All right. All right, so here we have. Okay. So it looks like I see you focusing on getting out in the sun. Here we have the Seven of Swords here. I see you focusing on getting out in the sun here. And closing something out. That is what I have for you. So anybody who is putting together any kind of a list for anything, because I'm seeing a lot of air here in the card. So I do feel like a lot of people are, air is about making connections. It speaks to the heart chakra, right? So it's right in between it's the gateway element, right between the spirit and the physical, when we talk about chakras. So you're making some kind of a connection with within yourself. Within yourself. And the connection is how you save yourself. So somebody could be pulling their birth chart. Like I said, I do have links to birth chart, but it's going to take you to another. It's not my channel, but it's going to take you, I mean, not my page, but it's someone else's page. I don't know who created that page, but they have whoever designed this website, they did an excellent job. But it's going to take you to somebody else's page where they have a lot of information. You can pull your birth chart there. But here we have, yeah, somebody's roller skating. All right, what deck is this? I'm trying to find the box for this particular deck here. Which one is this? I think this is the Alchemist deck. Hold on. Just trying to find the deck. Do 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 do. Okay, so this card right here is really just kind of about getting out and just moving your body, like some form of exercise. This person is on roller skates here, right? Just kind of yeah, it looks like getting out and some form of exercise. Whatever kind of, exercise you get into. Some people like to jog, some people like to roller skate. I see a lot of people getting back into inline skating or roller skating. So let's see. Here we have alone time. So somebody may be going to the beach, spending some time alone. So let's see what else we got with these cards here. Companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. Let's see what else we got going on here. Whoa. 22, I am aligned. So you are in possession of incredible creative powers. It is assured that you can achieve anything that you wish. This is 22 here. All right, that is what I have for you. I think that's it. Yeah, so with all this air, I feel like somebody is going to be maybe on a beach somewhere, reading some books, maybe journaling. And that could be somebody's new and exciting love. New and exciting love could be, like I said, this right here. That could be in the physical sense. It's not always a person. Yeah, new and exciting love is not always a person. It could literally be a hobby. It could be something new that you've, new that you've taken up, like roller skating, like dance, like, meditation, prayer, meditation. So, whatever it is, congratulations to somebody. But anyway, that is what I have. All right.